I'm Matt, and at Triton Commerce, we work with some cool people who do really hard work. So I'm clocking in with our clients to learn how they do their jobs, see the challenges they face firsthand, and gain some experience along the way. This is Training Triton. So today we're going to go to Suburban Auto Body, and they're an auto body shop located in Little Canada, Minnesota.
My name is Dennis O'Connell, and I'm the proud owner of Suburban Auto Body, and we've been established for 40 years, give or take a couple. I started the business myself a long time ago, and still doing it.
What we're going to do is learn how to repair the body of a car and do the various things that they have to do here, which includes fixing the damages that happen to the vehicles when they're in a collision, repainting them, all the way down to detailing the vehicles and vacuuming out the seats.
Okay, so we've got a car that's been rear-ended.
Okay.
And what we need to do is get over to Disassembly and disassemble the vehicle, and then we'll blueprint it for repair.
Cool, let's do it. All right.
After a customer drops off a car, it's going to get pre-washed because we have clean cars that enter our shop, and then it goes into disassembly where we disassemble the vehicle and find out the extent of the damage. Let me introduce you to your new temporary boss.
All right.
Tom Ramlin.
Tom, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Tell me what to do, Tom.
Well, I've already got this bumper basically disassembled. So
Okay.
that's got to come off
All right.
so we can see what's behind it.
Sure.
Been hit in the rear.
Okay.
You want two separate estimates. The rear bumper is essentially off. There's a few bolts on this side you can take off. And we'll remove that bumper and continue the process. Brakes, because
It was pretty neat. I didn't realize as much goes into it. I mean, some of the stuff's just smashed and broken, so you can just sort of rip it off the car and it's no big deal. But these guys, they have to know where every little bolt is, where every little nut is, and figure out all of those little parts and pieces and then organize those as they come off the car, because they have to have a one-for-one match to go back onto the car, which I thought was really fascinating. These guys are like the most organized. They'd probably be awesome if you brought them to your house and did your closets or something, you know? Oh, wow, yeah, look at that. Holy This is the stuff you don't see that you go, oh, it's just a scratch, or, you know, no big deal. Look at all this. I mean, this thing is just rocked, you know? Yeah, you don't even pay attention to that, but, huh.
and of course it doesn't close because the rear body panel is so far in.
Yep.
It won't even line up to the latch.
Huh. A lot of people don't realize, but when you smash up a car, you're not just smashing the outside, you're smashing all the componentry inside. And I think, now imagine it was a larger collision, but it wasn't a total. Maybe the suspension is wrecked, or maybe the front end of the car where the intercooler for a turbo or the radiator or some of these other things are gonna be. They actually replace all that stuff. So this isn't just auto body here. This is a full mechanic shop.
So you can see right there it says OBD.
Yep.
Onboard diagnostics.
Yep.
So there's a plug underneath the dash,
Sure.
straight below the steering wheel.
Yep.
So you see all the lights that come
Yep.
on in the dash, that indicates you're going into diagnostic mode. When you pre-scan a car, you get the condition of the vehicle after the accident, but before the repairs.
Yes, I see.
So now I've got all record of what it had in it.
Yep.
So now when
Yep.
the repair is complete,
You show
we
the
know
results. Yeah.
what we created as a repair facility, what we need to clear, what we
Yep.
need to address. We also need to know, prior to when we touched it, what
Yeah.
codes we're on.
Yep.
If
Yep.
this comes up and says an airbag code, well then I need to diagnose it further. See if
Oh, I
it's
see. Yep,
related
yep.
to this accident.
Yep.
With this industry, it changes every day, so we have to adapt and change with it, just like any other high technology job. We have to follow these cars and all their technologies and know what it's all about.
So hey, thanks again, appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
It was awesome to learn all this stuff. I guess I'm off to the next thing.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. So Dennis, I keep seeing these signs everywhere that say advanced repair capable around the shop, and I think that's kind of new. What is that?
That means that we're manufacturer certified. That means that this shop and 5% of other shops in the U.S. have made the investment in proper tooling and proper training to fix cars the OEM way, which is your best and safest repair.
What I'm fascinated by is how few shops actually do this kind of stuff. Most of them just try to get the body work as good as it was before, slap some paint on it, call it a day, and keep it smooth looking, and so you go on with your life. And a lot of these shops can't even do half the stuff that they can do here.
All these parts get painted and they come here for prepping. They go in the booth, they get painted, they come back out, they get inspected.
All right.
So I'm going to introduce you to our paint team.
All right, cool. We went over to the paint shop, and I felt like I had met like artists or something.
Yep, it's right in here.
Yep.
This code is 077.
Okay, so 077.
Yep.
Where do you go to find 077?
On our computer.
All right, let's go check
let's
it
go
out.
check it
All
out.
right, cool.
Mixing our paint has a lot more to it, so it's not quite as easy as mixing up a shade of white or whatever you might want on your house.
So we go to Lexus.
There we go.
Code 077. That's a 3-stage white, so it's
Okay.
a white with a pearl mid coat and then clear over the top.
Oh, wow.
These are all the variants because they
Yep.
have shipped from Toyotas. Are made all over the world.
So you kind of got to know what you're doing.
You really have to know what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I thought was really neat about it was that it was down to like the 1/10 of a gram on how they measured the paint up, and it was just, it had to be perfect. And then even these guys, because they're old wizards at doing this, they know on some cars based on just looking at it that they're going to need a little bit more of this and a little bit less of that.
So he's blowing out all those parts off to make them completely dust free.
Yep.
And then just before paint, they'll be tacked off with a tack rag. It'll take even the smallest little pieces of dust, lint, dirt.
You can't even touch these with your fingers. If you left a fingerprint on it, it would leave a mark in the paint. And so they were just incredible as far as their level of detail into spraying it on there. It was very neat.
So you come in,
Yep.
we'll spray some stuff, but I'll probably keep the gun. Takes a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say, day one, I don't think you get to spray. This is somebody's car. I don't want to ruin it, but I am gonna learn and watch firsthand what it is that he does and get a flavor for what it's like to really paint a car.
And John Kosmosky way back, and he's the guy that created House of Color, and he said a paint job is a job. They call it a job, paint job, because it's a job. It's not real easy, it's a lot of work.
Somebody that knows how to do the job should be doing it.
You want a car's been completed repairs, and now it gets cleaned to the nines.
Okay.
And then it goes to quality control, and then it's inspected, then it goes the other side of the building, and the customer comes, gets their beautiful car.
So we're gonna get my car to do this, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I went to detail, I met the Danimal, we did some push-ups together.
You like getting your hands dirty?
Sure, I do
All right.
actually, yeah.
We're gonna prove it right now.
All right, cool.
5 push-ups. Right now. Seriously, I'll do them with you.
Okay.
All right, ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. I just want to see if you'll listen. Get your hands dirty.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
All right.
Anyone I hire, I ask them to get on the ground with me to do some push-ups. If they will do that and get their hands dirty, then I know we got a good guy.
So what we do first start is we'll spray the rims down real heavy.
Okay,
Try not to breathe too much because this stuff.
that's that acid stuff, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Eats up brake dust. So, I think you can do that to the rest of the
Yeah,
3
you
wheels.
got it, yeah,
All right.
yeah. I'm pretty much a freak about washing my car, and this guy was showing me all kinds of stuff I didn't know about how to quickly clean a car and do it right, all the way down to how you spray out the wheel wells.
Just be mindful where you're spraying.
Yeah.
You don't get the other guy or this guy.
The types of brushes you use, all the little things, the chemicals, when to use them, when not to use them. I didn't get to do the full enchilada detail, which is like the shampooing of the carpets and things like that. But again, that was another job that they take so seriously here that they wouldn't even let me do, was shampooing carpets, because there's a special way to do it. And if they don't do it or something gets messed up, it's their problem. And they just, I haven't graduated to that level yet, which amazes me that I haven't graduated yet to a level to clean a car. But that's how serious they take it here, is that they wouldn't even let me do it. Well, I think that's it then, huh? Cool. Thank you so much. I'm much better at cleaning cars now. That was awesome.
Matt did well. He looked like he was getting pretty excited about taking cars apart. He looks like a DIY kind of guy.
Actually, I was ready to hire him. He did very well, and he was a good listener.
He good. It was fun.
He looks like he wants to learn more about everything, kind of like the way I was when I was first starting this job.
So they run it still like a small family business, but they pump out the volume like a big company would. And so I think that's something to really envy about this company. So they got a nice operation here. It's pretty cool. If you work hard and would like your business featured, let us know at tritoncommerce.com/Training Triton.